Hi everyone, it's Thursday night and I just had success. I got the water back going on. It ended up that it was not the pressure switch to the well holding tank. The pressure in the holding tank was way too low. So I turned off the breaker, I opened up the faucets upstairs, and I drained the rest of the water out of the tank, and then I measured the pressure in the tank, and I have a 20/40 cutoff switch, so you want to go 2 pounds lower than 20, so the tank needed to have 18 pounds of pressure in it, and I think it only had 13, so the pump was working because I was getting sparks from the switch, which tells me that the pump has power, but there was no pressure to push the water through the house. So I turned off the breaker, I opened a couple of the faucets upstairs, I went and I measured the pressure in the tank, and then I added the correct pressure, which for the 20/40 switch it would be 18. So I got it up to 18, and then I went back upstairs and shut the faucets and turned the power breaker back on. And I can't remember what happened. Anyway, it didn't work the first time. There's on the pressure switch has a little lever on the side, the kind I have. So horizontal is auto, and vertical is off. And then if you go 45, it's start. So I held it to start, and you can hear the water rushing. And I thought, okay, this is good. So then I go upstairs, and there's no water, well, barely any coming out. So checked the pressure again, added a little more air after that into the tank. And then I decided to open up one of the hoses that, the cold water hose that I have drains in the basement with the hoses. So I opened up the cold water one and let it drain out into the leach fields, and let that run. Let it run, and it was running fine. And then I could hear the pressure switch kicking on, and that's the first time during this whole thing that I haven't heard that, so that was cool. So I turned it off, and then I ran it again, and I have 3 different filtration systems after the bladder tank, so I was watching those. So I ran it about 3 times, like 5 minutes each, just let that water rush through to blow out any crud, I guess. And then I checked the tank again, and it had the right pressure. So I shut everything off. I went upstairs. I shut off. I don't know. You have to close the faucets before you turn the power back on. So I went upstairs, shut off the faucets, and then I turned the power back on. No, what am I saying? I don't know. Anyway, it's working now. Great. Like, more pressure than normal, so that's good. So, back in business, but I didn't know that when you have a power outage, like, I've never had to do that, where I've had to reset or restart that pressure switch to the well. So that's what happened, because we had that storm go through, and it cut off the power, and the power didn't come on until the next day. I ended up sleeping at a hotel down near work that night because it was so hot. And then I worked the next day, and then when I got home, that's when I realized, all right, there's no water. So I read up on it, and it is working now. I'm so happy. And it just rained here, so I just stood out in the rain. So yay. So it was just trying to think of different things, going through, even if you have to do a list or do a drawing, just going through and figuring it out. Different steps. I even wrote it on my hand. Look at, I got writing on my hand because I thought of it in the car on the way home. I'm like, I got to do that. So that's the deal. So now I get to take a nice shower and relax. So bye-bye.